are going to come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets? Two fillets? Jay, two chicken fillets?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. Oh my gosh, what just happened? It's episode
Podcast.
It's episode number 20. We're recording a day late. Blame me. I don't know how to not sleep. But yeah, either way, we got a lot to talk about. It's been an interesting week to say the least. So yeah, how you doing, Brian?
Doing all right. Glad to be here. You know, wearing another Jaguar shirt. This is the old version. I got the old logo.
All right. How you doing, Shawn?
Could be better.
Yeah, you could be playing Battlefield 1.
No, could be having a interim head coach right now, but never mind.
Yeah, that's true. But let's go get straight into it. So to start things off on a good note, Jamal Agnew was named AFC Special Teams Player of the Month for September. So
yay.
Deservedly so.
If we want to bring it back, clap it up for Jamal Agnew. All right, so that's about all the good news we have for the day. So,
no cap.
Yeah, jeez.
Approximately on Thursday, we'll talk more about the Bengals game, but about not even 2 minutes in, literally the first drive of the game, DJ Chark, James Robinson rolls up DJ Chark's fractured ankle. He's done for the season. That's tough luck. Then on top of that, you got AJ Can, trash can I call him, has an MCL, no timeline. He's on IR. So
it's Tavon Austin, Tyron Johnson, Ben Barch season.
Yeah, they got Tavon Austin running Chark routes.
I don't understand that. I like Tavon Austin, but I don't understand him doing that.
Yeah, they should put.
I feel like Tyron Johnson should be there.
Yeah. If anything, move Visca up a spot and put Austin.
Well, I think Visca will probably start in 2 wide receiver sets with Jones, and then they'll move Visca into the slot when they go to 3 wide.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes sense.
But Tavon on the outside, I don't like.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
He didn't do much last week. I mean, he was open a couple times, but good plays by the defenders. Anyways, so DJ Chark, that could be the end of his time as a Jaguar as we know it. I mean,
not so fast, young man.
I was gonna say I was literally gonna say some people were saying maybe 1 year contract, but
I see him signing I don't know if any other team will give him anything more than a 1 year prove it because he's had 2 down years in a row.
Yeah.
And then he's coming off injury.
Depends on how much he values the Jaguars. If he actually likes it here, or if he's been fake on the internet.
I think he likes it, especially since Trevor and his wife sent him a get well.
Trevor and Marissa are so nice. They did the same thing for Travis. They sent Travis one. They sent Chark
maybe he's
one.
like, you know what? They got to run it back one more season. I'm still 24, 25. I'm young.
I mean, based on social media and everything, it seems like he likes it here. But then again, it's a contract year, and guys could be fake trying to not create something. I like Chark.
What kind of 1 year, $8 million deal hurt?
It'll be really nice to get Chark back and maybe get another receiver to be a 1. So Chark could be a 2. But
I say 1 year, $8 million because he'll probably sign something similar to what Moncrief signed. That's what I'm assuming he'll probably get, a 1 year, $8 to $9 million.
Yeah.
Just have a little little change in his pocket.
I'm excited to see Barch.
Yeah, Barch.
And Barch is starting now, so that's good to see.
Apparently, he didn't look that bad, according to Pete Prisco and Tony B.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's good because it's not that hard to be better than Trash Can.
And if he does play well enough to start next season, that means one less thing to worry about when we get to the draft and free agency. So
just wondering.
I've been on the Barch train since day one.
I just wonder if he's going to take over left guard or right guard.
He's at right guard right now, but
I know I'm saying next year because we're probably going to be missing both.
Norwell, we shortened his contract, so I don't think there'd be any reason for them to bring Norwell back, given the fact that they literally shortened his contract.
Except for the fact that he's the best.
He's actually doing well.
He's been good, but
he's the best O-line we got.
Based off decisions is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll change their mind and be like, you know what, we'll run it back.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we could have a whole new offensive line next year for all we know.
But, I wouldn't be upset with that.
They're
playing pretty well. They're playing pretty well, so I would be upset a little bit.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the topic of the weekend.
What do you mean? You talking about Florida losing to Kentucky?
Podcast's over. I'm done. We're not doing this right now. You're not Josh Allen, and I'm not Lorente McCray. Okay.
Close enough.
David Bryan.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
you're Taven Bryan.
I'm Taven Bryan. Wow.
God, we are just going at him today.
I can't
All right,
have,
let's get,
I can't
let's
have
get
nice
to the real
things.
news. The real news.
Yeah. Head coach Urban Meyer. My man got caught.
Got caught
in the
in
act.
4K. Got caught in 4K from like 6 different angles too.
Got caught with his finger in the cookie jar.
Yeah, they're
Unbelievable. Just a tip.
initially on Saturday was it Saturday or Sunday? One or the other. A video came out of him.
It was Saturday. I believe the first video came out Saturday.
Yes, Saturday night. It
happened Friday night.
A video came out of him at his chop house in Ohio State, Columbus, Ohio, of him being grinded on by a college teen or whatever.
She's a OSU alum. She's like 24 years old.
Okay, close enough. Anyways, that wasn't the big deal. Then another video.
It was a big deal, but it wasn't a big football.
It wasn't the biggest deal of the whole situation. Yeah. The bigger deal was the fact that he skipped the flight home after the Cincinnati loss.
Yeah.
And then the fact that he after the initial press conference, after that first video came out, immediately after that, another video comes out from a different angle.
Yes. So he came out his first apology / presser and was like, "Oh, I went out with family, and then we went next door to
Some
the
people
bar,
tried to get me on the dance floor.
Tried to take pictures. Some people tried to get me on the dance floor, screw around, and I should have just left. And then we're like, it's not really what it looked like, but okay. And then the second video came out, and dude's got his finger right in the stink hole, man. I'm talking about all up in there. And I was like, Jesus, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Lied.
And then apparently he should know her because there's months back when he was there, she works there. And
there's a history there.
Well, she worked for a company that like did some sort of design stuff
while he was there.
In his bar. And he was there meeting him. So I'm like, at first he was like, it was some random girl. He told the team it was some random girl, but now he's like, he knows her. I'm like, dude, stop lying, bro.
I swear, it's like he's lying about everything. It's what he's done his whole career too.
He says that Roy Robertson Harris is going to come back this week, and now Roy Robertson Harris is still hurt. Like, stop lying, bro. Stop lying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I didn't really care too much about that situation because that's his personal life. Oh, well, whatever. But then when you think about it, him skipping the flight after a loss, like, since when does a head coach skip the team flight back?
Since when does a head coach own a bar and have family in the same town they just left or just played in?
Is he the
I don't really blame him for staying back.
Context matters. Context matters. But at the end of the day, did he sell the game? No.
Did he sell the game for his Ohio ties?
No. I think context matters in this situation. However, given the type of loss that it was, he probably should have been on the team playing back home to get back to work. Considering this had a heartbreaking loss,
what is that noise?
What noise?
Okay, it's all good now. I think something.
He was talking about how gut wrenching the loss was, and then he stays back. I'm like, maybe fly home, get back to work, help your team settle down, and then maybe if you want to go back to Columbus, just take another flight back.
Yeah, he says he's going to hang out with his grandkids and family, and then video comes at him partying it up with.
I still think he did that. I still think
some random girl. Well, yeah, but
after the fact, he was. It's screwing around, and then you got his wife posting pictures of her watching the grandkids. I'm like,
that didn't help at all. That made it worse.
Her posting pictures of corn.
Dude, I was like that, and then like her, she's like, I'm stuck here taking care of the grandkids. He deserved a night out. I'm like, bro, I don't care about your personal life, but goddamn, man.
They're magnifying this simply because of the fact that, one, he's already been a hot figure in the media, but add the fact that they just came off of a loss and he stayed back off the team plane and then did this, and more video came out after he lied about what happened, makes it even worse. So now everybody's going to be looking at this until Sunday, and if we lose Sunday, God forbid we do lose Sunday, things are going to get worse.
You can tell dude is a total boomer. Doesn't know people have cameras everywhere. Like, come on, bro. How are you gonna
if he wins on Sunday
in 4K?
And he was taking all the pictures with the people too.
Yeah.
I know, like the one picture where
Sunday, if he wins Sunday, let's say they, I don't know, 31-24 and they win, this will dissipate a little bit. It'll still be out there, but getting a win against divisional rival at home, first win of the year in good fashion, I think this will slowly go down. But if we lose and you get crushed, then Urban's got a big target on his back.
No matter what happens.
If we get crushed against Tennessee this week, we'll talk more about it later. I'm literally going to go cry in a hole because we should not lose this game.
Even if we do win, it's like what Jonah Hill said in Superbad. People don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll help, though. We'll have a win, but
if we lose and then we lose in London, I can see him getting fired in the bye week. Yeah. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Joe Brady, Brian Dable.
I'm not gonna be mad about it.
All right. In spite of all this, I guess that brings up the conversation of everybody was listing everything that's happened with Urban Meyer throughout.
Some of the stuff I was like,
some of it's kind of reaches, but
I was like,
we'll go through. So he was hired on January 14th. Then he hires Chris Doyle, racist coach.
First mistake.
He hired him on February 11th, about a month after he was hired. And then a day later, Doyle resigns, which go figure. Then Tim Tebow was signed, which take that how you will, whether you care or don't care. Some people do. Some people don't.
Give a shite about that one.
I don't either. Then another Meyer hire resigns. Brian Schneider, special teams coordinator. I
don't know the full details on that one.
Personal
reasons.
Yeah, we don't know
what
that situation was.
Right.
But our special teams is playing pretty damn good with Nick Sorensen as coach, so I don't care about that one.
Yeah, I don't really either. Then on July 1st, the Jags were fined $200K. Meyer was fined $100K for violating off-season practice no contact rule.
Don't care about that one.
That was
because,
stupid. That was ridiculous.
Kyle Shanahan got fined too, so I don't care about that one.
Yeah, that was whatever.
Then Tim Tebow was released. Go figure. That was a good decision.
Rightfully so.
Yep.
August 25th, Meyer named Trevor Lawrence starting quarterback finally after weeks of not doing that.
I do have a huge problem with that one. I feel like that was
and during pivotal. The season, during the first couple of weeks of the season, we saw Trevor Lawrence having communication issues.
Yeah, that was pivotal to his struggles early on this season.
They should have just handed him the reins in preseason game 1, and that was it. And then they ended up trading, and then we'll get to that. But
how long was I in the group chat talking about how much these reps matter, and everyone was like, "Man, Urban Meyer knows what he's doing, bro."
Yeah, that was
no.
That was especially one person in specific. I
know.
Fellow Gator fan. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was like, no, dude, no. Like these reps are so important. Like
I was trying to defend Meyer, but
I understood the competition until we got to the point where the preseason game and Minshew was so bad, and then that happened again the following week. Like Minshew was just so bad, there was no reason to continue the competition after that point.
You knew as soon as he was drafted, he was the guy you were going to start. Like, why even play the game?
And then they traded Minshew. So all of it was for nothing.
And I told you they were going to trade Minshew. I told you that too.
I did too. Minshew is terrible. So if we didn't trade him, I was going to be mad. And then we lose 4 games straight. We were getting better on the field every week, but
I don't really care about that one too much. I care, but I don't care.
Then the video comes out, and then Meyer owns up to the video, calls his action stupid, and then another video comes out.
He said in the meeting with the team today that he called himself an a-hole idiot.
Yeah, speaking of the team, we got a little thread going on from Michael Silver. I guess we can read through this. This was from yesterday, I believe. Some players say things are fine, but I don't think any player is going to go on the media and say anything otherwise.
Yeah.
But
I wish they would ask Trevor about the person who spoke out, and I wish Trevor would have been like, "Yeah, we should probably find out who that is and get his ass off the team."
That'd be hilarious.
I'd be like, "Yeah."
All right. But yeah, the thread was the Urban Meyer situation in Jacksonville has reached a crisis point, especially in the locker room. One player told me he has zero credibility in the stadium. He had very little to begin with. Players were particularly put off by the fact that Meyer canceled Monday's team meeting as he dealt with the uproar over the videos of him and a young woman getting cozy in that Ohio bar. He even canceled the team meeting. He was too scared, a player said.
Jihad Ward.
This is 100% Jihad Ward.
Yeah.
Instead, Meyer only apologized to position groups individually. He portrayed the woman in the videos as a random person who was just there dancing. Suffice it to say his audience was highly skeptical. Said one player, "We looked at him like WTF. Right when he left, everyone started dying laughing and he knew it. Bottom line," said the player, "it's bad. I don't know how he's going to function."
It sounds like Jihad Ward to me, and I feel like if they ever find out who was saying this stuff to media, that if we see a random cut, like scratch your head cut, that's probably the person who was running their mouth.
Probably, yeah. That definitely feels like Jihad Ward.
Yeah.
Which at this point, Jihad Ward has done nothing on the field, so he can go.
Yeah.
Sure, he has cool sound bites, but he's trash.
I mean,
B player, got him in free agency.
And Jihad Ward, if you're watching this somehow and that wasn't you that said that, you're still trash, buddy. It has nothing to do with what you said.
Yeah, he blocked me for the softest reasons. So that's funny.
hey, Jihad, don't.
Did Tebow talk to you at all? By the way, I hope he talked to you.
Everybody's throwing shade at Jihad. Jeez. All right, but yeah, that's the Urban Meyer situation. It's hopefully things move along, but at the end of the day, I would rather have Joe Brady as my head coach.
I'd rather have Brian Dable.
Brian Dable and Joe Brady are my.
I'd rather have Brian Seabold as my head coach.
Yeah.
Over Urban Meyer.
See, I'm off the Urban Meyer train. I'm done defending him, but is what it is. I'm on the Joe Brady.
And don't mistake this for us wanting him to fail. We don't want him to fail. I just see it as a foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah, and
unless he somehow turns it around, which I don't see it happening, but weirder things have happened in this world.
He's hanging on by a thread. He'll lucky to be back next season.
And then it's like, think about this. Everybody that we should have hired last year is still available. Brian Dable, still available. Yep. Joe Brady, still available. Joe Brady looks like an even better option than he did last year because of Sam Darnold.
Yep.
We don't need to go
increasing his potential to get a head coaching job.
And I don't want to hear people saying, "Well, who's going to want to come here now?" I don't want to hear none of that crap. We got Trevor Lawrence and a whole sack of money. People are going to
exactly
and a decent amount of picks.
A young, good quarterback will always make a head coach job attractive.
Yep. You're going to tell me that Brian Dable doesn't want to come work with Trevor Lawrence? Okay.
Yeah, our situation is not Houston. Our situation is not Houston, where we have a bunch of old, expensive players.
Exactly.
Plenty of money, no draft capital, and no money.
Plenty of time to build this thing because Khan is a very patient owner. Too patient.
Hopefully not when it comes with Urban Meyer.
Yeah, right.
I hate Shad Khan.
With this happening now, with this news that dropped, I think Khan's like, all right, you're hanging on, bud, but if you don't get to winning and
Shad Khan will only fire somebody if Shad Khan is completely embarrassed, like he was with Tom Coughlin at that point when he fired.
That statement was so weak that he put out too.
We can actually read that. Let's actually read that. He said, "I have addressed this matter with Urban. Specifics of our conversation will be held in confidence. What I will say is his conduct last weekend was inexcusable. I appreciate Urban's remorse, which I believe is sincere. I don't know how you do that when he literally lied in his first presser. But
he lied multiple times.
Anyways, now he must regain our trust and respect." That's sad that you have to say that about a head coach.
4 games into his first year.
That will require a personal commitment from Urban to everyone who supports, represents, or plays for our team. I am confident he will deliver.
What other head coach in the history has ever had to deal with this? Like, who's ever had to have an owner come out and say this 4 games into your first year while you're 0-4?
I don't know, man.
Like, it's unheard of, dude. Like, this, it just makes the hire look so much worse.
If anything happens that is bad, like if we get beat bad, if we lose a bunch more games in a row, or Urban does another thing, I think he'll be gone. Because, like I said with Tom Coughlin probably would have gotten fired anyways, but he got fired when he did because of that, all those grievances that came out and everything directed towards Shad Khan. And Shad Khan only fires somebody that quickly or at that point when he's embarrassed, because he likes to hold on to people for some reason.
He's definitely embarrassed to a point at this now, but if he doesn't start winning soon, then he's going to be gone before the season's over.
The saddest part of the whole situation is that if he would have just got on the plane and came back here,
this wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't be talked about, and people would be talking about how the Jaguars are improving, and they're trending in the right way. But instead of the focus being on the team's play, it's on him
being
out there gallivanting.
And us being an absolute train wreck now.
Yep.
It
went from improving team to absolute train wreck of a franchise. Snap of a finger.
Yep.
It is what it is. Give me Joe Brady. End of the day. All right. Let's keep moving on. The Jaguars worked out Josh Malone, receiver, Spencer Pulley, center. Wendell Smallwood, running back.
I know that guy.
We
Yeah,
actually
we know
did. We did sign Wendell Smallwood to the practice squad because Devine Azigbo got signed to the Saints roster. So we have a new running back on the practice squad. He's a fast guy who can catch, I think. That's about it. And then the final guy we worked out was Cole Toner, guard.
Don't know.
Is what it is. We did sign one of them, and that's about it. So,
Yep.
All right. Well, this was going to be a fun conversation until about an hour or two ago when literally everybody got signed. The Patriots released. Actually, they didn't release. They
almost released.
They traded Stefan Gilmore for a 2023 6-rounder to Carolina.
What the? How?
I just don't understand. I would have popped all 4 6-rounders at him for him. I just don't get it. Unless he was like, unless they had a bunch of offers and he was like, bro, I'm not going to go play for them. I'm not going to go play for them.
It's very possible.
I'm going to pull an Antonio Brown and publicly say I'm not playing for that franchise, which will make them not want to offer the deal anymore.
Yeah.
And he probably just wanted to go back to where he was, close to where he was from. So,
that's exactly. He literally has a house like a couple doors down from the general manager. So, yeah, I think they did him right, and I think they sent him to a place he'd want to go. And also, Carolina has the second most cap space, so they can afford it too. So I would have liked Gilmore a lot.
It took them 1 week to figure out that C.J. Henderson wasn't it.
Yeah, he literally played like 15 snaps, and he got beat for a deep touchdown over the top by Amari Cooper.
They gave up more for C.J. Henderson than they did for Stefan Gilmore.
We got more for
That's
Gardner Minshew
hysterical.
than the Patriots got for Stefan Gilmore.
I just don't get it. I know he's come off injury and he's a little old, but God,
Jeez.
And he wants a lot of money, but
he's a beast.
Amari Cooper didn't even know who C.J. Henderson was. Dak Prescott had to tell him who C.J. Henderson was. Anyways, other thing that happened was Cowboys released linebacker Jalen Smith, another trash can, and he got signed.
Nobody wanted him here. Nobody.
Actually, Shawn did.
I did. I did.
Shawn did. Okay. He was like, yeah, we can sign.
I didn't.
Worst could be.
I didn't want him because he's a liability in coverage and he's too scared to fill a run
I
gap.
said to take a flyer on him.
I think we could sign him, but I don't think he'd start because Damian will at least run defend.
I just wanted to see like if he would perform better in our scheme because you never know really. And
he's an athletic guy.
I mean, he's essentially like C.J. Henderson. He's a physical freak
who just isn't working out.
Maybe it's not all there when it comes to knowing where to figure gap at stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many clips of him like having a free, literally just runs straight and you'll hit the running back and he runs away from the gap. It's like
bad. Like 3 years ago, he wasn't bad.
It's like Leonard Fournette as a running back, but switch the reverse. He doesn't know where to go.
He doesn't know how to hit the gap, just like Leonard.
Exactly, just from the opposite perspective. Give me Leonard Fournette versus Jalen Smith.
God, imagine them both hitting the gap at the same time. They'd be running away from each other.
Bro, Fournette
running this
strays.
They'd run into each other accidentally.
Fournette deserves
do nothing.
He dropped a couple passes, okay? He's trash. All right, but now we can talk about Thursday Night Football. The Jags played their best game of the season. Trevor Lawrence had no turnover-worthy plays, had a couple deep bombs. He was running 14.5 miles per hour, throwing a 50-yard air ball to Laviska Shenault. Then you got that toe drag swag by Jamal Agnew.
That was gross. That was just nasty.
We should have won that game.
We were up 14-0 at halftime. Should have been up 21-0, but we got stuffed at the 1 yard line, which that inevitably cost us the game.
When I saw that play, when I was watching that game and I saw that play, I immediately looked at. I had a friend over, and I looked at her. I was like, "This is where things go downhill." And she's like, "No, be positive." I'm like, "Trust me when I say this."
It's just like
she don't know Brian.
It's just
she doesn't know me like that. This is where things go south. And guess what happened?
It's just like me tweeting that screenshot of me celebrating 14, the Jags going up 14-0. My girlfriend, we were like celebrating, and then everybody comes back and they're like, "How'd this age, bro? How'd this age? This didn't age well."
In the group chat, I put, "I'm not going to get too excited just yet." Boy, was I right.
It's like
I know this team, man. I know them so well.
They just fell apart. It wasn't even the offense that fell apart. It's the defense that fell apart.
Colossal breakdown. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give 2 takeaways from the game each. I'll let Brian give his first takeaway from the game that we haven't spoken about. What's your
first takeaway, besides the fact that he said Trevor's best game, but Trevor is continuing to develop before our very eyes. He has literally gotten better every single week.
Bro's looking like a baller.
He is looking more and more like the number 1 overall pick every single week. He's using his legs more. He's knowing when to throw the ball away, which he hasn't done yet, which was amazing to watch. I literally cheered when he threw the ball away. I was like, oh my God, he threw the ball away.
I liked it when he threw short.
And he's throwing short now, a little more often.
Staying aggressive too.
More. He's still aggressive, but he's starting to find a rhythm where he knows when to go deep and when to settle for a throwaway and when to go short. So his development is continually growing week to week, and I'm really excited to see how that looks Sunday against.
We all knew we had it in him.
He must have been watching Lamar Jackson film, bro. Bro is juking.
He knows
everybody.
How to run. He's really shifty. He jukes really well.
He was taking everybody's ankles.
He took 2 guys.
Right.
He took Hendrickson's ankles on one run.
It was Sam Hubbard who he.
Hubbard too.
Who he scored on the touchdown. Yeah,
that was great.
It was hilarious. Travis Etienne tweeted, "Don't tell me you've been watching Lamar Jackson highlights this week." Anyways,
am I giving another take?
No, Shawn gets his first.
Okay.
I don't think Jaguars fans are ready for my takeaway.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know what it's going to be.
There we go.
And I agree 110%.
Andrew Wingard is the best defender on the Jaguars. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to live this.
They don't want to admit they don't want to be wrong. It's true.
And I'll admit though, it is sad. It is sad that we have all these highly drafted players and highly paid players, and that little Dewey Wingard,
the undrafted free agent,
only turnover on the defense this year.
He's your most consistently good player.
He had 1 bad drive all season. That's it.
Even Tony Basali was like, "Oh, Andrew Wingard, you can make a case that he's the best player on the defense right now."
Yep.
It's sad. It is sad.
It's very sad.
It's sad, but he's been.
I love him. I love Dewey Wingard, but it is sad.
He's been pretty good this season. You got to give him his credit. People are going to be like, "Oh, but he missed this tackle. Oh,
right.
but anybody would have done this."
Oh man, what about Cisco?
Cisco's apparently not ready. It's clear that he's not ready.
It's not even that he's not ready. It's that Wingard is just playing good.
Playing good. You can't just take him out.
You can't just take him out and throw a rookie in there.
If everybody wants to play the best man you have, then Wingard is the best guy you have right now.
And we don't know
but it's a lost season, so throw out the young guys out there, even though we're 2 games back in the division.
Who says Wingard doesn't have any upside?
He's still young. He's like 24.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part.
If anything, if you want to try Cisco out somewhere, put him at nickel.
Yeah.
Get him on the field.
Right?
That's what he did. He did that in college when I was watching tape. He lined up at middle linebacker a couple times. He lined up at nickelbacker. He lined up literally at every spot on the field, basically, except for edge.
Put him in there in nickel at linebacker, then.
Exactly. Put him at nickel.
Stop
having
Damian Wilson out there covering tight ends. Put him out there.
Exactly.
Like, hey, we're going to throw Cisco out here. Your job, where the tight end goes, you go.
Yep.
And Cisco is pretty good at playing the run in the preseason, too. So maybe he could do it in the regular season, too. I mean,
just saying, he doesn't always have to take out, you don't always have to take out Wingard, and you're going to take the most consistent best player off the team to put this guy in? I don't think so, bud.
All right.
Take Jenkins out for him.
So my first takeaway is, can we stop putting Josh Allen in coverage every 3rd down? Like, I get he's got to go in coverage sometimes, but every 3rd down, I swear. And there's multiple of those 3rd downs that would have been sacks. But no, you got Josh Allen.
It wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem if there was somebody on the other side who could do anything. But there isn't. So drop that guy in coverage.
That's why you need 2 pass rushers, especially in this kind of system.
Drop that guy in coverage. This is why we should have brought in a Melvin Ingram.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We should have brought in a Ryan Kerrigan. We should have signed to Matthew Judon.
He's
playing amazing too.
That's what I'm saying. You should have brought in these guys.
Yep.
No.
You got your best pass rusher dropping into coverage every 3rd down.
We got Jihad Ward, Mr. I don't respect the head coach.
Literally, it felt like there was that one 3rd down that there was literally nobody rushing from the left side or right side. That Josh Allen was just sitting there covering grass.
Basically spying.
if he would have rushed
spy.
Joe Burrow, which I'm not
Burrow.
not on Josh Allen,
QB
not on
spy
Josh
Joe
Allen.
Burrow, not
If
Josh.
if they sent Josh Allen on a rush, Joe Burrow would have been sacked. I can almost guarantee that.
Yep.
Because Joe Burrow just ran away from the little bit of pressure that was there. It's like there was no.
Also on that play, Herndon and I think the other safety screwed up. They both took the same dude and left the tight end running wide open behind Miles Jack.
Yep, on that touchdown.
So I wanted to blame Miles Jack for that, but he got there late because he wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, it wasn't his job. He was trying to save the play.
Yeah.
So Herndon, who just got on the field for that day.
Herndon was so bad. All right.
We thought we needed him.
Brian, takeaway number 2.
Laviska Shenault is starting to show up again. And I'm starting to think, I mean, Urban clearly is all in on Laviska. And when they send him deep, we've seen what he does. And I do think that he needs to start going deep more, which we've been begging since his rookie year.
It seems like that's gonna happen now because
I think it's about to start. Yeah, I think we're gonna see Viska go deep this Sunday.
That deep ball by Trevor, that was a very good adjustment by Laviska to get off the coverage. The defender played a Tyson Campbell and did not look for the football, and Viska just spun around and caught that.
He had that savvy veteran push off. That D-hop push off.
He's getting better.
Right? It doesn't get called.
Yeah.
If he can keep that up and he can continue to develop like he is, he's still got time to develop even better. But his build, he's not a burner, but he's quick.
He's a bruiser.
He's a bruiser, but he's also has a good speed to him. He's not shark fast, but he's fast enough to beat some guys. Like he can beat a linebacker, but he's not going to beat somebody that runs a 4.4 or anything like that. But
I mean, there's linebackers.
Send him deep. He's more aggressive. He's going to get up and he can get those 50-50 shots.
Yeah, Viska breakout season. Let's go. All right, Shawn.
Devonne Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
Is trending toward elite nose tackle.
Yes.
Never forget when as a rookie, all offseason, he's unblockable. All this offseason, he's been unblockable.
In the first couple games, he didn't show up, and then this game, he just wrecked.
In
the first half of the game, he was wrecking everything.
Joe Mixon was doing absolutely nothing.
18 rushing yards. In the first
Third
half.
round pick, by the way.
This rushing defense,
13 or 14 yards.
This rushing defense is really good, and honestly, if we think about it, like this, we do give up some in the second half, but honestly, that kind of happens whenever your passing defense is giving up so much.
Yeah,
defense is tired.
Your run defense ends up giving up some. So if our
Devonne
passing defense is so bad,
look how good that defense can be.
Devonne Hamilton is trending the right way. He's excellent in the run game, and he's even like pushing the pocket some in the pass game too. So
yep,
I'll take it.
All right. So my takeaway is it's not really a takeaway. It's kind of a takeaway, but shark injury. Urban Meyer did say it's Tyron Johnson. He said it's his time. So is Urban lying again, or are we going to see some Tyron Johnson this Sunday?
I think we're going to see some Tyron Johnson.
All I ask of Tyron Johnson is don't get
good when he goes
assaulted on the sideline by a cornerback. You don't let the corner just push you out of bounds. Like, fight back. That's what Pat Surtain did on that interception. You just let him bully you.
I want to see him run a deep post on a play action pass. Have Trevor just fire over the middle.
We got to use him. Give him a chance to let Trevor really go unleash it deep.
Bonus takeaway. I know it's scary, but I kind of want to see Agnew on offense more.
He's looked good.
He's looked good.
That catch, that toe drag, that sweep.
He's arguably our best player, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's scary because of how good he is in the return game.
I can understand why they're using him. Like, I feel like they're going to have specific plays for him.
He needs to get 7-8 touches a game, in my opinion.
Yes.
They did give him a carry, and they gave him that
sweep, and he had
that toe drag swag.
Yeah. Yep.
That was such a sick catch and throw. That was insane.
Dude, he caught that. I didn't think he was going to catch it. When they threw it, I saw 39. I was like, oh, bro, he ain't catching this.
He never even looked down at the sideline. That was just pure instinct I was
like, yo, this guy's been playing receiver his whole life.
This dude's our best receiver, bro. And he's not even playing receiver half the time.
That's why I sent to the group chat. I was like, Agnew, wide receiver 1?
Damn.
All right. So we're going to go take a quick break, and we'll get back for predictions for week 5. So see you guys in a second. All right, we're back, guys. So let's go ahead and let's talk about last week's predictions. We'll talk about the Jags stuff later. But first things first, let's go over our records. Shawn is in the lead with a record of 37-26. Then you got Brian in second, only down 2 games, 35-28. Then you got me down 4 games, 33-30. So
Trash, the both of you.
Literally all 3 of us, there were only 3 games that one person picked a different team, and whoever picked a different team was wrong. So we all basically evened out this week. Nothing really changed.
It was a rough week.
Maybe one game changed.
This is the week I break away.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, that's bold of you, Shawn. But we'll have to see about that. But let's
It's bold to be shout out Bold Take Pod.
Get them on the show? Question mark.
Oh, God.
All right. This guy said, "Oh God."
Oh God. They're never going to come on here.
We're too low class. All right, so let's go ahead and start it. Thursday night football. This is tonight. This is being uploaded. This is being uploaded on Thursday. So Rams at Seahawks.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams. They're going nuts right now. I mean, they did lose, but
Fluke.
who did lose? Yeah. You're going to lose a game.
I'm going to go with the Rams too, even though I kind of do want to pick the Seahawks. It's just Chris Carson is not practicing.
Might not even play. So
yeah, that's a big one for me. So all of us taking
Rams defense was embarrassed. They're going to show out.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Ramsey was like the only guy who played well. Did Aaron Donald even play? He was so silent.
I don't know. I want Jalen Ramsey back.
Don't we all? All right.
Jeez.
Everybody, the game everybody's been waiting for. We're all excited to get up early in the morning, wake up at 9:30 in the morning to watch Jets at Falcons. Actually, not even at Falcons. Jets Falcons in London.
I mean, I'll be up anyway, but I won't be watching that game.
I'm taking the Falcons. I like the Falcons offense enough. They're both pretty bad teams.
This is a hard game to pick.
You know
I'll let
what?
Ryan pick first.
This is Kyle Pitt's breakout season. Or breakout game. What am
Jets
I saying?
coming off a W. Granted, the Titans team isn't good, but the Falcons are not good either. I'm going to go with the Jets. Back-to-back wins for the Jets.
And then the Falcons just lose a heartbreaker?
I think so.
They did.
I'm going to go Jets, too.
Cordero Patterson's also balling out.
We'll go Jets. Quincy Williams is going to shut Kyle Pitts down.
Yep.
Quincy Williams had the game of his life.
I hope he continues.
I could care less. Did you notice that if you flip their jerseys over?
Yes, I saw that. That was cool.
Quinnen and Quincy. For anybody who doesn't know, if you flip their jerseys over, 56 equals 95 and 95 equals 56. I don't know if that's why they did it, but probably is. All right, next game. Patriots at Texans. Give me the Patriots by 5,000.
Give me the Patriots in a rout.
Rookie quarterback. Davis Mills is already bad enough.
Yeah,
Patriots in a rout.
Yeah.
Okay, over Houston. All right, next game. Lions at Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
God, give me the Vikings. I'd hate to say it.
The Vikings have been so close every game.
I just want the Lions to win a game. They can't go 0-17. They already went 0-16 once.
First team to go 0-17.
This is either going to go really well or I'm picking the Lions.
Oh,
you're just trying to let Shawn pull away, man.
No, I'm trying to
catch
pick
up.
differently. Yeah. Sometimes I got to pick again, like the shockers.
This is about to let me catch up on you, Brian.
You know what? Sometimes you got to take a risk.
All right, next game. Eagles at Panthers. Give me the Panthers. That Panthers defense is stacked.
Yeah. Panthers.
Shawn's gonna say Philly.
Hey man, they put up points on Kansas City. Their defense is terrible.
Kansas City's defense.
Give me the Panthers.
Give
me the Panthers.
I was about to say Kansas City's defense is literally bottom 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Theirs is as bad as ours. Ours is probably better run defense wise.
Yeah, probably is.
They have better star players, but as a whole, man.
Yo, give us that Chris Jones, man. You wasted him.
Give me Tyrann Mathieu too. All right.
Dude, as many times that guy's been a free agent, how do we not come up with him one time?
I don't know, man. He went from Houston to Arizona, or was it Arizona to Houston?
We could use him, and we could use Brandon Cooks too.
Brandon Cooks is so good.
Anyway.
All right, next game. Saints at Washington. Give me Washington, man. This team is disappointing me so much.
Their defense is so bad.
Why did their defense turn so bad?
Guess who's their defensive coordinator? Guess who's their defensive coordinator is?
The Saints have also been so off and on too, man.
Guess who their defensive coordinator is for the
football team? Jack Del Rio?
Jack Del Rio, yeah.
Yeah, give me the Saints, man. Hey, Jack Del Rio, come back and coach us.
Going with the football team. Heineke and Heineke we trust.
I'm alone. I am alone.
Heineke balling out, man. You know, we'll forget about all those turnover-worthy plays, and we'll just look at the stat sheet. That's all I'm doing.
I'm still trying to flip-flop between him and Trevor Lawrence this week.
I'd put
for fantasy.
I'd put Trevor Lawrence just because,
Tennessee's defense is bad.
Tennessee's defense is bad, and we'll talk about it in a couple minutes actually. So I'll hold off. We'll skip this game. Dolphins at Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers.
Give me the Buccaneers in a landslide.
Yeah, Buccaneers. Sorry. It's too obvious.
Miami doesn't even have Jacoby Brissett, bruh. Joe Tryon about to get 3 sacks.
Remember how I told you Brady sucks on primetime?
Yeah.
He sucked last week in primetime. They still won, but he sucked.
And then there was week 1 where they almost lost to Dallas. All right. Packers at Bengals. Give me the Bengals in an upset.
No, I'm going Fudge Packers.
Wow. I'm going with Packers. You're crazy. Packers.
Both of you going Packers?
Yep, go with the Fudge Packers.
All right. This is probably my dumbest pick of the week, but I'm just gonna
take a risk.
No, man, that defense got torched by Trevor. No, I mean Aaron Rodgers is about to light it up.
That's true, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Devontae Adams.
There's got to be one upset this week, man.
You just want the Bengals to win, so you can be like, "Well, see, the Jaguars barely lost to the Bengals, and they beat the Packers." That's what it is.
I'm really screwing myself over here, but oh well. Broncos at Steelers.
Oh God, Rudy Poo game number 2. Give me Broncos.
Yeah, give me the Broncos.
Steelers are 1-3. God, God.
Big Ben was like,
give me the Broncos going to 4-1.
Big Ben was like big bitch. He sucks.
That's a fraudulent 4-1, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, Bears at Raiders. Give me the Bears. Justin Fields is going to throw 2 interceptions.
No, give me the Raiders.
Oh, that's what I meant. Raiders.
No, you said Bears. You said Bears.
No, we're not doing that. Last time I let you get me there.
This man really said, "Give me the Bears. Fields is going to throw 2 interceptions."
I don't know how to speak, okay?
Give me the
Raiders. Going with the Raiders.
MVP candidate Derek Carr.
Yep.
Bears fans saw Fields play all right versus Detroit, and now they're delusional about it.
Yep.
They're going to go back to reality real quick when Max Crosby gets four sacks.
Yep.
Browns at Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, give me Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sunshine.
Chargers.
Did you see that picture? That meme was a picture of him with a shaved head and him with like long hair, sweaty after the game.
Yeah, and then somebody made it Tim Riggins and.
Well, no, yeah, but that guy, he put the little quote in there. He said he went from "I'll have her home by 9, sir" to "She calls me daddy too."
the one that killed me the most was that Tim Riggins and Matt
Sayers to Tim Riggins, yeah.
And it made so much sense. It was so perfect too.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield was so bad last week, bro.
Did you know that he has a 95 throw power on Madden?
What? I mean, he does have a cannon.
Does that make? I mean, but 95 though.
95
it's higher than Herbert's. Herbert's is like a 93.
95 is a very big stretch, but he does have a cannon.
Should be like a 92 in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys are going to take those Giants back to reality this week.
Giants and Cowboys?
Yeah, it's at Dallas, by the way.
Dallas, low key, like they were winning versus the Panthers by a lot, and then they ended only up winning by 8.
The Panthers didn't even play their normal defense. That's the weird thing. Like, they weren't doing normal alignments. They weren't doing all normal stuff that they do.
The Giants win at Dallas.
They just sniffed past the Christian McCaffrey-less Panthers.
Joe Brady, though, he's a genius. He can
really
figure it out
aren't
with
that
anybody.
great.
I'm gonna go Cowboys because they have like a top 3 offense in the NFL.
Yeah. The Giants really aren't that great on offense, and they're right now at least, and their defense is decent, but
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won. I'm gonna take the Cowboys though.
Yeah, Cowboys.
All right, 49ers at Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals, especially because it's the home game.
Yeah, I'll go Cardinals.
Yeah, I want to pick the 49ers, but I can't. Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals are like, they could do. I can see them getting the 1 seed, man.
Yep.
Yeah, they're a pretty good team. Kyler Murray.
How bad they beat up on the Rams, I was shocked.
Kyler Murray
Go ahead.
Kyler Murray is a Madden character, bro.
Yep.
Creative player.
Creative player.
Just say if they beat the Rams again, like bad like that, I don't know what to say.
Was that game in LA or was it in Arizona?
It was in LA.
Oh man, that's even worse because these home games in the NFC West normally go to the home team.
I'm saying, if they beat the Rams again in Arizona, dude. Oh, speaking of Arizona, how about Urban calling them the Phoenix Cardinals?
Ain't no way, this dude. Maybe he
called
does.
that.
Maybe he does have brain issues.
He said, the Bengals are a good team, so I think the Phoenix Cardinals, they could be one of the best teams in the NFL. I was like, oh my God!
This guy.
Why are you living in 1967, bro?
All right. Sunday Night Football, Bills at Chiefs.
Give me the Bills, baby! Bills, baby!
The Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes hasn't lost to a number 1 defense.
Bills, baby,
Undefeated.
because they have a defense. So they're going to get at least 1 or 2 stops, whereas the Chiefs will not.
Shoot, what's Josiah doing?
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Over the Buffalo Bills? Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's low-key been mid.
Bills are getting their revenge.
What the
Bills are getting their damn revenge.
I'm about to jump through this damn table right now.
I was going to say all the tables are going to be broken. All right, so now
my Buffalo Bills.
I thought you were the Rams, bro.
Hey man, I just ride the hot hand right now.
The Bills have shut out 2 teams, bro.
My Arizona Cardinals.
My Carolina Panthers.
Sure.
All right, Monday Night Football, Colts at Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens in a landslide, 30-10.
Ravens.
All right.
The Ravens, hold on, just real quick. The Ravens are like the organization that I wish we could aspire to be like because all the injuries they have, and yet they still win games. Like I just don't. They have great coaching and they have a great culture.
I mean, they even run play. They even have the ability to run a 5-yard play at the end of the game to set a record.
Unreal.
And piss off an entire sideline.
The fact that they're so mad about it is
Broncos are so sad. Their media is still putting out subtle jabs at Urban Meyer. Weeks later, their team is getting all upset because Baltimore ran a 5-yard play.
Yeah,
it's just hilarious. Sad stuff going up there in Denver. But all right, the game of the week. This is the game we've actually all been waiting for. Jaguars.
Ooh.
At home playing
the greatest rivalry in football.
Let's go give our predictions and then we'll talk about it. So
all right, go ahead, Brian.
God. Well, on Twitter, I did say the Jaguars are winning this Sunday.
Jaguars.
Did this dude just say Jaguars?
No, he didn't, but
okay.
People do say that.
I hate when people say that.
The Jaguars instead of Jags?
You can say like 11%. The Jaguars. The Jaguars.
The JJs.
Oh my God.
Oh! Bringing the classic back. Jaguars are winning. I'm standing firm to that. 30-17. They're going to shock everyone. 17.
Right. I'll leave Shawn last this time because I always go last. I'm taking the Jaguars. 34 to 31.
Oh!
Wright hits a game winner.
cementing himself as the franchise kicker. How many yards?
How many yards on the field goal?
Yeah, make it
30,
important.
32. It's just
Really?
it's a chip shot.
Oh, come on. Lame.
It's just gonna be
All
a
right.
chip
Well,
shot
I
'cause we don't
have
enough time.
the final score being 37-14. Titans.
Oh, no!
Just kidding. Jaguars, baby, they're picking the Titans. Hell no. Oh, screw the record predictions. Okay, screw that. I'm not picking Titans for nothing.
I actually think the Jags should win this week because
I'm going Jaguars 27, Titans 26.
Oh, 26. That's a weird
All right, now let
right.
me
Hey, scoregami.
let me give some reasoning why I picked the Jags. First off, the Jags have gotten better every week. The only way they can physically get better this week is to actually win a game.
Yeah.
Second off, Tennessee has 21 guys on their injury report. Let's go over this actually. Offensive line, Aaron Brewer did not practice. Jayon Brown, linebacker, did not practice. Tommy Hudson, tight end, did not practice. Julio Jones, hamstring, did not practice. Brett Kern, punter, did not practice.
They're punter.
Taylor Lewan, left tackle, did not practice. Wide receiver, Racy McMath, he's absolutely terrible, so he's irrelevant, but did not practice. Wide receiver, Nick Westbrook Ickheim, did not practice. Danico Autry, D-line, limited participation. Running back, Kari Blasingame, limited participation. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown, limited participation. Outside linebacker, Bud Dupree, limited participation. Linebacker, Rashawn Evans, limited participation. Outside linebacker, Sheriff Finch, limited participation. Cornerback, Chris Jackson, limited participation. Center, Ben Jones, limited participation. Running back, Jeremy McNichols, limited participation. Guard, Roger Saffold, limited participation. Defensive tackle, Jeffrey Simmons, limited participation. And then Caleb Farley and Tierre Tart had full participation. Half of their starting offensive line is either
I
not
feel like
practiced.
70% of those people are going to play.
Most of them will play, but still, that's a
Madness.
lot.
I hope A.J. Brown does not play.
Yes.
Actually, I hope he does play so Winger can blow his ass up.
Yeah.
Bold take?
Imagine.
Question mark?
Oh, God.
And then the Jaguars injury report is just Roy Robertson Harris did not practice. Lorente McCray did not practice. Tyson Campbell limited practice, and Carlos Hyde full participation. So if we're looking at the injury report, Tennessee is in the dumps.
Yeah. I feel
All
like that injury report is a little fudged.
All right, so let's go ahead and give our 3 predictions. Everybody with our Trevor Lawrence prediction is our first one. I'll let Shawn take away with his first Trevor Lawrence prediction. Full stat line.
23 of 31. 287. 2 touchdowns. No picks.
There we go.
All right.
6 carries. 65 yards.
Oh, dang.
No touchdowns.
You got this man gashing that defense.
Damn.
All right. Give me 24 of 28.
Accurate.
It's an efficient game.
Damn.
24-28. 304 yards.
Woo, he's chucking it.
Damn.
Or we're getting some yak.
2 touchdowns. 0 interceptions. Trevor Lawrence's best game, and the Rookie of the Year campaign begins finally after some struggles. Because that defense is so bad.
They are terrible.
Trevor's only getting better. So you got one going up, one going down. That can only lead to one thing.
Not to mention, the team's going to want to get a win for that coach.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me Trevor Lawrence balling out. And he's going to have, 3 carries for...
3?
3 carries.
The guy had, 10 carries last game.
He did? Fine,
Yeah,
I'll give him
He had a lot
5.
of carries last game.
I'll give him 5 carries for 43 yards and no touchdowns. He will take at least 2 players' ankles. Brian.
I'm going to go with 22 for 31. 285 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing touchdown, 6 carries for 45 yards.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start.
No interceptions, by the way.
That's a good point. All right. So I'm going to start the second line of predictions. The reason why I only have Trevor thrown it 28 times is because I have James Robinson going for a big game. James Robinson, 20 carries. I think that's his most carries on the season.
Yes, it would be.
He's going to be gashing that defense. 115 yards. And I said 34. So give me 2 touchdowns.
2 tutties.
Hmm.
I will also do James Robinson so you can see where the other touchdown comes from in my scoring. James Robinson will have 19 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown. He'll also have 3 catches for
I got to do
25 yards.
James will have like 4 catches for 31 yards.
Are
we just doing a James Robinson prediction now?
I did it because I just wanted to put out where my other touchdown was coming from.
I did it because James Robinson had a big game for me. So
you can do whatever you want.
Can I do James Robinson?
Yeah,
if you want to.
All right, might as well. You should do James Robinson and Trevor like mandatory every week, just because they're both valuable to the team.
Well, I mean, sure. Andrew Wingard is a mandatory for Shawn. So
right. That's my last one.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go James Robinson. He's gonna have 15. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna 18 carries for 120 yards. 1 touchdown.
Dang. You're 5-upping me.
1 touchdown. 4 catches for 40 yards.
10 yards per catch. I can't speak.
Big gain. He has a big gain on a screen.
Interesting. All right. Final predictions. Shawn, take it away with Andrew Wingard.
Andrew Wingard will have
Thor.
9 tackles. 2 tackles for loss.
Here comes the weekly 1 interception.
I didn't do an interception last week.
Oh, you didn't? No, my bad.
Oh, right this week.
1 sack. It's going to be a sack strip.
Oh.
Josh Allen's going to recover it.
And is he going to go for a touchdown?
And for the gusto, 1 pick.
All right.
Brian.
You got a sack, forced fumble, and a pick by Wingard this week?
That's going to be player of the week.
Yo, call my guy Brian Dawkins, bro.
If he does that, I'm starting the Hall of Fame campaign.
All the fans are going to call him Brian Dawkins.
Oh, my gosh. All right, Brian, pick your 3rd player.
Laviska Shenault.
Dang it! I hate you, bro.
You stole it,
sir.
Now I got.
I did praise him earlier. I got to stick with it.
It is true.
Laviska Shenault, 7 receptions. He's gonna have a big time game.
Urban said he wants 10 catches a game though.
10 touches.
10 touches. That's true.
7 catches. 105 yards.
This man's going to say 3 carries now.
105 yards, and he's one of the touchdowns Trevor throws.
Ooh, I like that.
Is that all?
No carries?
No, I'm not done yet because Josiah had to make a smart-ass comment. 4 carries for 33 yards.
Ooh! Hit him on the end around.
Yep.
Every time they do those always get blown up, though.
All right.
Shut up, man.
All right. So let me go ahead and do Tyron Johnson.
I picked him up in fantasy this week.
2 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. This man's gonna have he's gonna have 1 huge catch for a touchdown and then 1 other 5-yard catch.
Oh God! What happens first?
My guy's gonna have 1 catch for 70 yards and then 1 catch for 7 yards.
That's just the kind of player Tyron Johnson is. He's that one guy who's just gonna have a random huge gain and then do nothing else. That's what I.
How awesome would it be if they came out first play of the game, play action, streak pattern, boom, over the top, Tyron Johnson.
70 yards to Tyron
75
Johnson.
yards.
I would be screaming in the group chat and I'd be like, go back on the podcast. Go back on the podcast. But yeah, I feel like Tyron Johnson's Urban said it's his time. And I feel like Tyron Johnson's the kind of player who just has one random giant catch. That's what he did with the Chargers. He had like 20 catches, but he averaged like 30 yards per reception.
Yep.
So yeah, that's there's no viewer questions for this week. So that's the podcast. We were
there's no viewer questions this week?
No one wanted to ask us anything. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for the podcast this week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will make sure to see you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and do all that stuff. Peace.